Number one, the one thing I want to remind you guys is that I know it's hard to compare yourselves to quote unquote a titan or somebody bigger than you or a massive rally lead and things like that. But that's not the point of this. The point of this is to kind of show you guys where other people are at, what they've done with their accounts, and what their goals have been and their favorite aspects of the game. It's not necessarily about comparing yourselves to others, because everybody has different goals in the game and everybody has started somewhere, right? We all start somewhere in the game. We all have different goals. Some people are pay to play. Some people are free to play. Some people buy a pack once a month. It really depends on where people are at in their journey, and I just wanted to remind you guys that as well while we're doing these overviews. I said it in one of my previous streams after the overview, our first episode came out, and I'm just gonna say it to you guys here in the video. And what I'm referring to when I say that is, for example, we even have members in Yolo Nation who are like, you really want to overview my account? And yes, I do. The simple reason is because it's their account. It's not mine, and I want to look into their journey and dive deep into what they are working on, what they are doing, what they enjoy in Lords Mobile, because that's the community aspect that the focus is on this channel. It adds a relatable layer for not only myself, but for you guys, the viewer, which is the point of this series. So once we are completed this series in Yolo Nation, we will be doing a series for you guys. So if you guys want overviews done, I'm going to be able to do that for you guys, and I can't wait to see what we have in store. Welcome back everyone to episode 2 of Yolo Nation's overviews, and we've got some banger accounts to show off to you guys today, so let's get to the next clip and waste no time. Make sure to like and subscribe. All right guys, so we are on Greg's account, and Greg is a really good buddy of mine. He is from Canada. We got some more Canadians. Let's go. Getting into the questions, and once again, I'll just remind you guys very quickly, every Yolo Nation member has been asked the same questions for each overview, and those questions are as follows. Where are you from? How long have you been playing? What is your favorite aspect of the game, and what are you currently working on within your account? So Greg has been playing since 2018. He says Guildfest is his favorite. Just kidding. We had to make a little pause there for a dramatic effect. But his favorite thing in the game is rallying people. What Greg is currently working on is his champ helm and his champ chest. So we're going to get into that. Just wanted to show off this set to you guys right here. And now let's get into the account. Let's show you guys this setup. We're going to kind of mix things up on you guys a little bit. So Greg builds troops like no tomorrow, just like everybody else in YN. So he has the kind of half manor, half infirm setup. Greg also has the mix. So this is something that's been interesting about overviewing a bunch of my friends' accounts is I would say it's a clear 50-50 of people who are currently hypering a resource versus people who aren't. Now, if we take a look over here, something that I'm going to show you guys that's a little bit different that I haven't shown you guys on anybody else's is actually the wall. Nobody had brought this up previously, but there's always a lot of speculation on what you should and shouldn't have on your wall for heroes and for familiars. So here is Greg's situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below and what you guys do for your wall and what your hero situation is for your wall. He is looking quite healthy with these numbers, if I do say so myself. He's a little bit of T3. I'm not really sure what this is for, to be honest with you, but I mean, it's not like it's a lot whatsoever. Let's see what else. Beautiful T2 count. This is looking like mine as well. We love to see this. Really healthy comp and looks good. Greg at his might, he's laughing all day long. He's at a really good might. His might ranking in YN is 16, so we got a lot of fatties above him, including myself. Greg is also somebody who has an abundance of heroes, just like Dave Bad Boy, who we've overviewed, and a couple other people in YN. So I'll just show you guys the hero situation. It's absolutely awesome to see all these heroes in gold. There's a ton of heroes that I don't have and probably won't for a very long time, but it's really cool to be on my friends' accounts and see what they've been working on and, you know, what they have next to come. Let's see. Oh, nice. 10 out of 150. We like to see that. Ooh, and Barbarian. Barbarian is one that I always forget about. Ooh, also Sand Sage. My 2 new girls are looking fly. I love them. Who's your favorite, chat? I want to know. I want to know if Sand Sage is or if Shield Maiden is. I think Shield Maiden takes over favoritism from Songstress for me, if I'm being totally honest. I don't know, it's a 50-50 between the two. Like, look at her. Damn. Anyways, one thing that I'm going to show you guys on Greg's account is the chapter stages. And I know you guys are probably like, this is boring. Well, I don't find it boring because I know people who aren't done, including myself. And I wanted to show you guys that Greg has actually completed this, all stages with 3 stars. A bunch of you people, I just want to remind you guys that the best way for you guys to sweep and get the best rewards is 718 on the normal stage. So actually we need to do a 3 crown here for Greg. We are at 4 out of 10 on hidden talent. This is a bit surprising to see. Now let's see. Definitely have a bunch of techno labs, so you could probably use those, Greg. So these ones aren't completed, but we're getting very close to finishing this tree, which is going to help him level some more stuff up here. But that's super awesome to see that. So the last one we have to do in the gear tree is the Central Command 2, which we need a bit more tomes for on Greg's account. The Advanced Wonder Battle tree, everyone always wants to see it. This is a tough, expensive tree, guys. So the bottom half of the tree, we got a long way to go here, but it is a tough journey to get this tree done. We're going to take a quick look into Greg's artifact situation because it is an absolute banger here. We love to see it. I'll do a quick scroll because you guys seem to like the scroll situation through here. And then I will show you guys the artifact set because it's easy to kind of see. And we got a lot of stars going on. I see a pattern here. And we also have a blessed artifact with a trading speed. All right, guys, so you guys know there is a bunch of champ gear on this account and a bunch of pieces that are currently being worked on. Please ignore the exclamation marks. Let's just ignore them. So we're going to scroll down here and I'm going to show you guys just a quick little glimpse into all of the amazing gear pieces that are on here. And like I said before, there are pieces on here that are from collab events. It's the same with any account, just like your own. If you look at the pieces that you've built or you made a mistake and shouldn't have built, it doesn't matter. Everybody starts somewhere. Now, everyone's cabinets look differently and some people are a lot messier than others, but I just wanted to show you guys Greg's situation with the jewels and what his look like. I'm not going to go into extreme detail. I'm just showing you guys so you can see how many we have extra of, how many we need, you know, what the current situation is. Look at all those trap attack jewels, baby. And now the familiar situation. We don't really need to dive super deep into the familiar situation, but the one thing I will say that we do need to work on Greg's account are the skills for the familiars. Those need a bunch of them here need to be leveled up, and if we get these leveled up some more for Greg and really work on merging those packs so we can get some more up in here, then we're going to be a lot better off stat wise, and this is going to help out huge. HP, we've got the army attack. Imagine if this was maxed out. That's going to help massively. Greg likes Vergeway. I'm very surprised by this. Now, I have shown you guys some banging bags before, but unfortunately, Greg is low in the food department, and I have piloted Greg's account before, and I'm definitely probably guilty for bringing the food down to this number. So, Greg, please don't hate me. I love you. We killed your troops. We also killed your bags a little bit. Here are all the castle skins that Greg has. There we go. So he is currently working on getting all of these to level 5 right now. It's really cool to see an account that is definitely similar to mine in the castle skin department. Hey guys, Greg has 50% boost. Once again, another amazing account and a bunch of champ gear that is being worked on. He hits like an absolute Mack truck. So shout out to Greg. Thank you for being my fellow Canadian friend. Let's get over to the next overview. So now we are moving on to one of my closest friends, Mr. Florida Boy. Florida Boy is from Florida. Isn't that so shocking and surprising? I know, crazy. Anyways, Flo has been playing since week 3 of the game being created. And Flo's favorite aspect of the game is the fellowship of players and the competitions and friendships that have been made with others. So I asked Flo, what is he currently working on? I kind of knew the answer to this already, but Flo says he's not really working on anything other than building up of the champ chest. You guys have seen Florida Boy's account over the years. You guys have seen what it's turned into and what it is today, which is absolutely crazy. I may be crazy. We've got some Astrolite going on. We got a Faith. We got a Valor. We got stuff. We got cups. We got this. We got that. We got it all. We have a few things we need to work on Flo's account, but it's going to be slow rolled. It's going to be slow rolled. Say it with me, chat. Slow rolled. Slow. Dun 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 dun. Right above my noggin. 48.3 thousand champion chests. 48.3 thousand champion chests. Whoa, let that number sink in there. So that is what Florida Boy is currently working on, maxing that number out. If anyone knows the absolute maximum number of chests that you are able to have in your bags, comment below and let us know. Who knows what's gonna happen when this goes down, but it's going down and it looks like it will be soon, guys. So stay tuned for this because it's gonna be massive. It's gonna be crazy. So this is what this account is holding. It's got a little junk in the trunk, if you know what I mean. So in case you guys were curious, Flo also has a bunch of 70% defense boosts. As you guys can see, there's kind of a common occurrence throughout these overviews. There's something going on. It may or may not be my fault. Some of these accounts have a bunch of troops in Sanctuary. May or may not be my fault. There's some accounts that don't have carpets. May or may not be my fault as well. So we'll just... Anyway, let's refer to Florida's nickname. Just yell at Cass. It's a lot easier. You can blame me. We used to blame Seek because that was easier, but now we're just blaming me. So 3 things total I would say that we need to work on Florida's account, and that would be the artifacts, the castle stars, and astrolite. Those are all expensive things. Don't we love it? But as you guys can see, there are other things that is kind of the focus right now and where the most enjoyable factor is for Flo. So I wanted to show you guys Florida's stats and give you a better look at it and see, because he has been an absolute menace in the Lord's mobile world. You guys have heard of Florida Boy, Florida Boy, Florida Boy, and he knows his game. He has been a mentor to me and a lot of other people, and he knows what he is doing. And I don't care who you are, okay? You guys have heard of him, all right? If you're a new person watching this and you haven't heard of Florida Boy, well, now you have. The only thing that I need to show you in the familiar section is Flo basically has all of the usual spear stuff done and completed, but again, some of the skills we do need to level up. As you guys can see here, we've got Hellfire at a level 3, Poison Sting level 2, Divine Retribution we haven't touched. There's just a few that we need to get completely done. I just noticed Jade, so maybe Jade will be the next one. But regardless of which, we do have to unlock a bunch of the army talents for the new familiars that have come out on Flo. So there are a couple of familiar aspects that we do have to work on. As I said to you guys regarding the artifacts, we definitely have a very, very good baseline on Florida's account. As you guys can see here, I'll just do a quick scroll. But the artifacts have definitely not been the focus. There's kind of only been 2 main focuses on the account, as I've shown you guys, so you guys can see what the artifact situation is here. All right, and I know Flo would say YOLO in regards to showing his troops, because he has been rallied with a very, very, very small amount of troops, and he is looking quite healthy at 37 million troops right now. So everyone, get your phones out, take some pictures, because this is Florida Boy's current comp, which I'm sure will be changing very soon, because we are going to raise some havoc in a new kingdom that we will be moving to quite soon. So this is the current situation. We try to keep it as healthy as possible. We definitely need to bump up the T5 numbers when we get some more Lunite, but that is the current comp. People have definitely put a bunch of time into Vergeway because of the cards, so you guys will see that in the next few that we do here. But this is Flo's current situation. 19 million ore. Can I please have a moment of silence for the 19 million ore? It's been really fun to help him pilot his account when needed and everything like that. So hopefully we will see a crazy Florida boy return, and maybe he'll wreak havoc on some new kingdoms sometime very soon. I think that would be a lot of fun. But as you guys saw, there's quite a few things on here that we are working on that hopefully we'll have some surprises for you guys in the new year. So that's it from Florida Boy's account. We're diving deep into Nate's story. So I'm going to just read out a little description of Nate. So his name is Nathan. He is 18 years old and started playing Lords Mobile 6 years ago when he was 12 years old. He started in Kingdom 109. And he says, I used to scout targets for SGN back in the days before the shield bots appeared. I love soloing, although it's been tough with bots, taking rallies and just chatting with friends, and a special thanks to Ozzy and Shadow that carried my booty for 5 years. I'm not quite working on anything as I'm free to play. I've spent money here and there, but let's say I spend about, I would say, under $100 a year max. So that's something that's a really good insight into this account. He says that he just tries to improve his account as much as possible in general. He also says he's trying to get as many jewels as possible, and this is to help improving his stats with also his mix and his blast as well. His saber helm is a super close to gold, so that's super awesome. So one thing that I really love about Nate is he adds in a special note here. He says, in the end, if you work hard and get some lucky drops, you can have a good account even if you are free to play. You just need 6 years of patience. Nate might kill me for saying this, but he was like, do you really want to overview my account? And yes, I do, because I have seen this account in action and I've seen it defending. And let me tell you, Nate is a fearless player, but he does not care if he is going into Fury. And this account will show you guys and be very relatable for y'all, because this account can take some damage. And this is a great example of another banging account that hasn't had a crap load of money dropped into it. So hopefully you guys enjoy this overview. So here is the infantry set. Let's look at the range set as well. Let's take a peek at this. We have to remember this is a free to play account. So this is the situation, absolutely what I would be doing if I had 3 slots unlocked and I was a rally trap. So this is what I would say you guys could go for. This is definitely something that should and could work for you guys. So let's show you guys these stats, because this is what you guys see from the outside looking in. Let me know if you guys would actually hit Nate if he was in your kingdom. Very good EDM as well that we love to see. We have a very low research might account, which is super awesome, because as you can see, he is definitely taking this account in the right direction, because at 1.1 million might, I honestly wouldn't think I'd be running into that many troops that Nate has. And it goes to show he also has extremely low quest might, the lowest that I've come across so far in Yolo Nation. Nate has capped 883 leads so far, which is definitely scary to look at if you were trying to rally Nate. When we look into the research, only 1 tree is completed, and that is the army leadership tree that you guys see here. And the reason for this is because these 3 researches down here are absolutely detrimental. So I think Nate has done a phenomenal job with his account. Let me know what you guys think, if you would also complete this tree, and if you are a really good rally trap, which trees did you personally focus on and complete yourself? I just wanted to show you guys what Nate has focused on and where he's put majority of his time. Now this is something that is super awesome. We're seeing a lot of level 10s that has helped him in growing his account. So as you guys can see, we've got a lot that are maxed, which is really awesome. You don't see this on a ton of rally traps, and clearly he has put a ton of effort into the familiars and maxing out all of their skills, which is super cool to see. Literally every single one, guys. As you guys can see, these are all of our pack 5s that we have to work on Nate's account, if he does end up taking the account this route. Obviously, these are difficult to get. They are expensive. We'll have to see in the new year where Nate decides to take his account, or if he decides to grab any of these familiars here. In my opinion, Nate has gone about this the right way, because he has absolutely worked on all of the important blue ones here that has been helping him, especially the HP is huge when you are a trap. So I'm just showing you guys here the ones that he has definitely worked on and enhanced to get those levels up. So as a trap, I just wanted to show you guys the stats, the boost total, as I haven't shown you guys this on anybody else's account. So I'm just going to do a slow scroll here to show you guys the actual HP increase overall, which has severely helped the account as well. So that's massive for Nate, and that's why he has put his focus in the absolute right way for artifacts. He definitely has majority of infirms, but he does have 4 manners hanging out over here if he does in fact have to heal at any point in time, but this leaves him with 537k beds currently. Nate, my OCD right now is going absolutely bonkers, looking at 4,000, 38,000, 16,000. Please open your chest, guys. This hurts my heart when I log into your accounts and I see this. I know you don't need the materials, but my goodness gracious. So we are going to jump into something that I haven't shown you guys, and that is successful defenses from Nate. Nate has been featured in a couple of my rally videos that we have done previously. So I'll show you guys some of the reports here. Now, unfortunately, I'm not even sure what the expiration on reports are. I'm not sure if it's a month, but here we have SQ1 hitting Nate when he was in SGN. Really good take. That's super awesome. We love to see that. Let's move on to the Do Fam. Was that the same day? It looks like it was a couple of days later. Another good hit, but another capture on Nate's part, which we love to see. We have CU coming in as well with another hit on the account. Let's take a look at this report here. MMN Dragon. I think this could have been one that we recorded that didn't go so well. Let's take a peek here. Yeah, I believe this was the imp on the range. That's what it was. Yep. That hurt, unfortunately. As you guys can see, it just is what it is sometimes, and sometimes you don't get the counter, sometimes you do. S8S, who has been playing with us in this kingdom, this was just yesterday, guys, and we had another successful defense. Let's see what the situation is here. We went into Sanctuary with these troops here, and a cav on cav, quite interesting. Let's see, I wasn't online for this rally, so wow. Okay, this lead decided infantry and cav was the best course of action for his rally. Interesting. Also would like to note there's no siege in this rally. S8S has a tendency of not sending siege. A bunch of their leads don't, which I find interesting. As you guys can see, we have a little of a split here, and I believe that is because of the cav on cav, unfortunately. So another really good take by Nate. Absolutely love to see it. He has a bunch more reports in here, but that's what I wanted to show you guys, is those banger defenses from Nate. So that is going to be it from Nate's account. I hope you guys really enjoyed his overview. Just like me, hopefully we showed you guys a little bit more to his trap and his journey of over 6 years. And if you're new here, make sure to say hello. If you guys haven't already liked the video, please make sure you do it right now. I'm watching you. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and I will talk to you guys in just a bit.